Party people in the place to be, live from 58 Dream Street. We're James with Games. Happy Saturday, folks. Oh my, what a strange gurgling noise my throat just made, which is part of the explanation behind why, despite my earlier optimism, I'm here in the form of James to play Space Quest V, and not the form of Jamie to play Leisure Suit Larry. Recovery continues apace from this cold, but we're not quite there yet. Cedric in the house. Welcome, my friend. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to everybody else out there. And if you're watching this later on YouTube, if it happens to be Saturday, I hope you're having a happy Saturday. Odds are pretty good you won't be watching this later on YouTube right now. My disruptive January has slowed me down on getting the videos out the door onto YouTube, and YouTube does not appreciate that, and it just kills your algorithmic discovery. But fortunately, I don't care about that. So my life goes on. Here we are. It's day 2 of our Space Quest V, the next mutation playthrough. I had a pretty good time, session 1 so far. I don't think it has yet, and I'm not sure it will, displace Space Quest 4 as probably my favorite one so far, but it was pretty cool, and I'm looking forward to diving back into it. So let's dive back into it. Firing it up in the Scum VM emulator, the scripting utility for Maniac Mansion virtual machine emulator. But it's more versatile than that, as you can tell by the fact that we're playing a Sierra game in the SCI engine, not a LucasArts game. British, welcome. My avatar certainly is hunted here, isn't he? Because when last we left our hero, Ultima 5 and 6 and so on, which we'll be getting back to so on eventually. We're halfway through Serpent Isle. I just had to put it on pause. So I think once we finish Disco Elysium, we'll go back and finish that one off. I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the mid-chase one for now. Because, okay, so here's the story. Roger Wilco is finally trying to become a formalized space hero. Which is to say, he's not just saving the galaxy. He's done that 4 times now. He's trying to actually get certified to be a space cadet. So he's at the academy, and as it turns out, apparently just by me doing well, I think. I can't tell. I guess you're supposed to, when he's doing the exam, use the eye icon to cheat off of somebody else. And apparently you do get killed if you fail the test. But I just took the test, and I guess I did it. But at any rate, whatever the mechanism, Roger is one of the only people to pass the exam, and therefore he gets put in charge of a garbage scow and heads out into the universe to start cleaning up garbage. But his past comes back to haunt him. Remember in Space Quest II when Roger committed mail fraud? That's fair, Cedric. 3 savings of the universe, 1 saving of a couple of dudes. Which is also important. A person's a person, no matter how small. As Dr. Seuss once wrote. So, Roger committed mail fraud during Space Quest II, Vohal's Revenge, to solve a puzzle. In Space Quest III, he was hunted by a Terminator who wanted to punish him for that. He outwitted the Terminator. And now here in Space Quest V, he's being hunted by a Fem-Terminator, which is exactly what it sounds like, a female model of the mail fraud enforcement robots. She has chased him down to a planet. He is not allowed to go back to his ship until he either defeats her or is killed, in which case he won't be going back to his ship ever, because his crew obviously doesn't want to also be killed. And so they beam him down. And it's up to him to outwit her. I have not managed to do that yet. Let's join Roger in progress. I'm just going to, there we go, set myself up so that there's no chance of me accidentally, it's never once happened. But in the ScumVM emulator, if you haven't locked your mouse in, you can just pop the mouse right out and go about the rest of your business clicking on things in your windows. And I always worry about accidentally clicking the stop streaming button. Okay, here we go. Mid-chase. So I have one, actually, if I'm going to do something that temporarily stops the game, here's what I have to work with here. I have, 1 second here. I have 3 tools that I brought with me from the ship. A high voltage circuit fuse, a laser cutting torch, which might come in handy if I lock the keys in the car again, or if I have to cut anything else with a torch. Hole punch, not sure, but presumably it'll come in handy at some point. We have a Starcon standard issue PCD, personal communication device. Not quite a tricorder. It's not going to do a million things for me, but it does allow me to communicate. Buckazoids, we don't know how many. I don't think they're going to help me here. Your wealth can't help you here, Wilco. Unless, no. You're never close enough to the Fem-Terminator, I don't think, before she shoots you, that I could try just paying her. Maybe it's like the end of Homie the Clown. Roger's like, wait, hold on. What's the, like, you know, what do I owe you for the mail fraud? It's like, oh, 7 Buckazoids. But I don't think I'm going to get close enough. I got this branch by walking out on the tree on this very screen and having it break under me. And then, with the branch, I was able to poke these fruit right here, get them wobbling back and forth, and then snatch a space banana. I was fixated on the idea that the space banana was going to, she doesn't eat, she doesn't sleep. She absolutely will not stop unless you have a 20. Alas. It honestly seems like it would probably be a more economically sensible route for the mail service, for the delivery service to take, to try to actually collect these fees. But I don't know. I'm not in the package delivery business. What do I know? So I got fixated on the idea that, like, what in various screens when the Fem-Terminator shows up, she's in different spots, and I thought maybe right here on this screen, I could get her. She appears on top of this thing. I thought maybe I can get her to slip on the banana peel. But through endless effort, I was not able to get Roger to put it down. And so, the only thing I'm starting with in my mind today is the thought that I need to stop trying to make the banana peel thing happen. Even though, when she appears right there, it seems like she might slip. If I jump across this cliff, she appears. Her ship is actually right here, cloaked. At some point, I got to get in that, I bet. But right now, if I try to jump across there, she'll just come kill me. So hopefully she doesn't reappear as soon as I come back this way. Okay. So I feel like this screen, even though the fact that Roger will stop here in the middle and that's like right under where she's standing does leave me thinking it's got to be something here. There's so much to do here. You can swing on this vine to get over here. You can get the fruit. This is where I got the branch. You can crawl in this thing or you can stand on top of it. And yet, there's so much here that part of me thinks like, there's a bunch of screens here. What if it's on a different screen that I need to figure out? So let's wander around and do some desperate clicking. I feel like of the tools, the laser cutter feels like the laser torch feels like the most likely to pay off for me today. And yet, I don't know, nothing has done anything for me thus far. I had to get a stick just to get these fruit down, even though in theory I should just be able to laser torch the vine and take all the bananas, all the space bananas. So maybe I should do some desperate clicking everywhere. It's an interesting idea. Interesting idea. Not necessary. Okay. 3 exits in a tiny little spot. Maybe this is just a holding screen. Here, there's more of a bunch of things going on. Like there's a pre-scripted event of the Fem-Terminator appearing like that, and then cloaked, she wants to walk around in the water. We can see her from her footsteps. But while she's walking around... Okay. So I know she's sort of over here. Can I... Sometimes Roger turns around before it says not necessary and you think he's about to do something. Don't know. I will in time break down, plead for help. But if I could figure this out, I would love to. Or what if there's just something I can interact with? Not here. Not here. Okay. Not here is just another generic. Hey! Okay. Okay. I mean, the rock that I clicked on there is definitely the most, looks like it might be a thing rock. If I click it again. Hey, cut it out. This is a family game. Oh, because I was touching Roger. Or maybe the... No? What if I use the branch? Like a... Is this a rock that will fall? Timing is important here. Better wait. Okay. 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 Is she going to come? If I wait long enough, does she arrive? Yes, exactly. Which will be soon. Maybe not next week, oddly, because the stream either has to be early or late next week because we're going to drag brunch in the mid-afternoon. And I'm not confident that will leave us with both the time and the will to get it done. Okay. This is kind of frustrating in the sense that it feels like I've found the thing to do and the game is telling me just wait, but I don't even see her footsteps anymore. Maybe I have to come in from the other side? Or stand here until she... Let's try going through this cave to this spot where she appears and wants to shoot me. And then back through here. And then climb. Will she appear this time? But absolutely for sure, barring disaster, 2 weeks from today is the absolute latest. At which I will next do a Jamie stream. Again, barring disaster. You never know what horrible things could happen in the year 2025. But okay. This is a little frustrating, I'm not going to lie. Oh, wait. What if... Okay, I'm going to update the mid-chase save, hopefully without disaster. It might even just turn out that the problem here is that I've been wandering around so long and clicking so long that just... We're sequence busted. It's never going to work. Okay. She is only going to appear from there and then do her thing down here. So, okay. Is it while the chase music is playing, jumping to here and waiting for her to appear? But then why wouldn't she just shoot up? How long do I have to wait before she comes out and kills me? Or like, is Roger really gonna fling this rock? Can I get her down there in the water? No. I at least feel like now we're into wrangling the sequence. No. I can't shout to her to taunt her up here. And it's playing the, like, keeps playing the chase music, but where is she? Maybe I did need to wait on the other side, but that seems... Huh? Let's give it a shot. Imagine if the banana has nothing to do with this. I mean, actually, that seems plausible now. Made a fool of myself, getting so fixated on the banana. Here she comes. Obviously need to flee at that point. If I go back in while she's stepping down there, then, you know, it's all over. Okay, how long can I stand here before I'm killed? Exactly that long. Okay. So she is coming up. And I can't stand for her on this cliff. Can I hop to the other cliff? Alternately, is this a matter of I've been watching the water for her next footsteps when I've actually like missed her walking through? I don't know. But wrangling a sequence to get a thing that you at least feel pretty confident about, hit her with this rock by wanking it with the branch, that's better than trying to make the banana work. Okay, jump to the other side, Roger. And I guess the next step is to find out how long do I have to stand here before I'm killed? And what visual cues might there be to her presence besides a laser blast coming out of the cave? No, she doesn't even come up this way. Can't talk to her. It would be nice if the game would actually let you fail with the rock, but show you, like, I can't, like, what is the arc? Is he just dropping it here? That seems likely. Why don't you sit there? No, I'm gonna just sit here. Okay. What if I were to go to this screen? No, I've done this. If I go to this screen, she's there instantly. She shoots at me. I go back. The chase is over. Maybe I should look at the rock and see if there's a description. A large boulder is balanced precarious. Okay, so yes, had I looked at that, it might have got me there quicker. The beauty of this picturesque scene causes you to forget for a brief instant you're being stalked by a killer android. Who would like nothing better than to wear your gizzard as a bow tie? I'm actually willing to bet that the Fem-Terminator is not set on wearing Roger's gizzard as a bow tie. But who knows? Okay. One other thought before I start trying to think about how to craft a mild hint request. Because especially now that I feel like I've at least taken a small step forward, I want to solve this as much on my own as I can. Yeah. And she goes through there, but what has that to do with the boulder? That was why I was trying to get the laser torch to click on there. At the time, I was thinking, can we drop rocks on her like this? What if... Okay. Okay, he's doing it. Oh, okay. Okay. Got some points. Got like 100 points. Looks like you bowled her over with your ingenuity, Raj. She's cooling her jets at the bottom of that pool below. Nice work. But is that enough? Is that enough to stop her? Maybe, maybe not. Let's find out. Maybe now I can go down and just... See when I went up there, I was like, maybe I have to wait for her to be leaving the pool because he's going to flip it. I'm pointing with my finger. I was thinking maybe he's going to flip it from here and it's going to like splash here somehow, even though that seemed absurd. I certainly, until I saw it happening, I was not thinking bowl down the tunnel there. But hey, it worked. Okay. Well, let's try going to the pool below. And then failing that, I'll try going directly to her ship. All right. She's in there. By stretching your limited ingenuity to the fullest, you've managed to knock out WD40's cloaking mechanism. The downside is now she's really ticked off. Okay. Well, it does feel like causing that to happen was a necessary part of the story. So, perhaps now there's a showdown by her ship? I know you're here somewhere, Wilco. says WD40. Come out and face me like a woman. Woman. It's your destiny. Okay, so I want to say I'm kind of annoyed about this. After all the time I spent just putting Roger there and being like, will she just appear above me now? Will she appear above me now? I know that's where she wants to stand. Yes, she will, but not until separately you've bowled her out of a tunnel. Disabling her cloaking mechanism, even though every other time she stood there, she was not cloaked. I don't love that as a puzzle sequence design. However, I don't know about this. But you know what? I know I said I was letting the banana thing go. Maybe she was standing above me that whole time. I just didn't. You're right. Okay. I still don't love it. I still don't love it. But maybe I missed my window. If indeed that, I mean, that's got to be the window. But okay, let's hope it happens again. And this time I will try my best to banana her. And failing that, we can try other things. Okay, okay. I was expecting the banana peel thing. 200 points. This game is generous with the points. Okay. First I was expecting the banana peel thing. And then because of the imprecise animation, I was like, is this Leisure Suit Larry that we're playing? But then from her death animation, I can see I plugged her jetpack. Hasta la vista, baby. And also, there's a thing. But what is it? Oh, it's her head. That's grim. The metal head from the Annihilator android, WD40. Oh, man. I nailed that quiz of my own volition and didn't remember that. Well, fortunately, I didn't need to remember the hint because I had fixated on using the banana while hiding in this log for so long that even though I had not imagined what I would actually be doing, I knew that was the combination of things, or I had a strong hunch that was the combination of things to click. Oh, you know what? Here's a spoiler I'm straight up going to ask for. Her being defeated doesn't just make an arbitrary change to one of the other screens that I have to backpedal to get an item that just wasn't there before, but just is now, and if I leave, I'm in an unwinnable state. I'm going to proceed optimistically, but I put that save down in case someone says, oh yeah, no. You need to go back down to the bottom pool and take a magic berry from the space bush that just grew. You can't see WD-40 ship, but your razor-sharp intellect tells you it must be around here somewhere. Does it use facial recognition? Can I put her head on? Nope. Okay. Can I feel it out? Can I walk and bonk my face on it like a dummy? Yep. Hey, what gives? This must be the cloaked ship of that killer android. Neat. Okay. Thank you, Cedric. Do I need to bonk Roger's head again? Do I now need to use facial recognition? No. Do I have another item? Swing this stick around your head, Roger. No? Can't put a fuse in her to activate her head? Can I punch a hole in it for some cruel reason? No. Can I cut it with a laser torch for some cruel reason? No. That's okay. Should I communicate back to my team? I'm ready to beam aboard. Energize. We can't beam you up from those coordinates, Captain. Please return to your beam in sight. Okay, but I guess first I should just click around in the hopes of Roger figuring something out with this ship. No? Okay. Well. It is hard to shake the feeling that there's something to do with this ship. Or it could just be that they came up with a funny animation set piece to do with him bonking his head. Well, caution to the wind, and we'll carry on for now. I'll make sure to maintain a save right here. If later on there's some problem that could obviously be solved if only our ship had stolen a cloaking drive. Oh. I can't remember his name. I know it's not Welshie. That's Futurama's pair. Hey, Captain. Cliffy. Well, I'll be. You're still in one piece. The ship's scanner has picked up a large explosion. We drew lots to see you come down and collect your remains. And you lost. Yeah, no shit, Roger. Nope, I won. But I'm relieved to see you anyway, sir. We'll save a lot of uncomfortable explanations back at StarCon. And you're just glad I'm alive. I see you got the robot's head there, sir. I've been looking for it. Now I'll beam you back up to the ship and finish picking up the pieces down here. Thanks, Cliffy. We're over the 1,000 point mark. 1/5 of the way there. Okay. You think you heard Cliffy beaming in. Might be a good idea to give him the android head. Oh, because he's... Hey, Cliffy, I have something for you. I just wanted you to get ahead. Hey, your sense of humor is surpassed only by your captaining skills, sir. Here, I have something you might be interested in. Okay, so far, Cliffy, we have efficiently completed our actual mission, and I've outwitted a Terminator. I was putting this WD40 unit back together. I had a couple pieces left over. Thought you might like a souvenir. Here you go. Oh, you had thanks, I guess. You had pieces left over. Well, geez. Your repairman skills are second only to your not being a jerk. A leftover part from Cliffy's overhaul of WD40, the Annihilator android. Okay. Who knows what we'll use that for? Really, folks? You don't have anything to say about your captain's triumphant return. Okay. I don't get no respect. See? Well, what is it now, Captain? What do you know about our destination, Flo? We don't have a destination, sir. We don't have a destination, sir. All right. Pardon you, Captain. How does the refuse recovery system work, Drool? The refuse recovery system, or RS for short, is the primary means by which the Hoover-class garbage scows perform their designated mission. The underlying system is relatively simple. A vacuumatic containment field works in conjunction with tractor beams to suck up debris and space trash. After collection, refuse is moved into the Eureka's quantum garbage compactor, where it can be reduced for transport to a designated dumping zone. Wow! And I thought the floor scrubber in the academy was impressive. Never mind. Okay. Well. Now what? What is our mission? Status report. We've finished our mission, Captain. Let's take some R&R at the Spacebar. Well, I think that sounds like an instruction for me to check the manual for copy protection codes to the Spacebar. Let me see. Where's the page? Here it is. Okay. Spacebar 69869. Oh, I get it. The Spacebar. Spacebar. Ba-dum-bum. Let's lay in a course, Drool. Captain, we've been on duty for quite a while now, sir, and I think we could all stand some R&R. Yes, if you would let me finish, Drool. Set a course, lay in a course for Spacebar. Coordinates locked in, sir. Ready to get underway. Light speed, Drool. Aye, sir. And away we go. Now we wait. He'll tell me when we're approaching. We'll go to regular speed. And we'll be at the Spacebar. This game, much like Space Quest 3, but I suspect differently in one significant way. We're approaching our destination, Captain. Regular speed. Aye, sir. It's taking its time to roll out the main plot, but I do suspect that there will be a main plot. So, okay. We're here. Standard orbit. Standard orbit, aye. And here we are. Let's party. Last one down to the station is a rotten or out of them. Well, here we are. Let's go. Wow, thanks for waiting, gang. WD40 doesn't appear to be functioning right now. She'll probably make a great science officer once Cliffy gets her up and running. Yeah, provided she doesn't try to kill you first. Oh, cool. That's fun. Because we don't have a science officer right now. It's been obvious we're going to get one. Energize. And away we go. Excuse me, Captain, but I see an old buddy of mine over there by the bar. Uh-oh, here we go again. Is he gonna get in a fight? I don't know. Does my own crew want to talk to me? It's not unlike talking to a brick wall. I think that's just a clicking right. No. No, my crew very much does not want to talk to me. Let's look around. The Nova Station is home to this galactically infamous Spacebar, and is the main port of call for ships on Liberty in the G6 quadrant. A huge lava lamp is the capstone to the retro decor of this Star Confederacy watering hole, known simply as the Spacebar by its clientele. That's fair. That's fair. It's just, it's extra sad with Roger, because also that's how his classmates all feel about him at school. The last time you saw a creature with a mouth that looked like this had a big hook in it. This transporter probably works a lot better than the one on the Eureka. Or just as good. This alien looks vaguely familiar, because it looks like E.T. What about this guy? No thoughts. Well, can I engage with Cliffy and his friend? Cliffy is so deeply engrossed in a conversation with one of the Goliath's crew members, he doesn't even notice you, which is still a step up from my other crew members. He doesn't appear to be in a talkative mood at the moment. Can I... No, there's no deeper in screen. I can go up here. Scumsoft's revolutionary new computer game, Battle Cruiser, occupies this platform. Minigame time? No. Unless. Interesting idea? No. And even clicking up there just causes me to leave. Can I move down? Can I take a seat with the use option? Yes. Hello, I am your cocktail waitress analog. Bzzz. What's your poison, humanoids? Oh, I'll have a double bourbon on the rocks. I'll have a fuzzy nostril. Give me a green goblin. Yeah, not quite back to the energy levels necessary for Jamie quite yet as I recover from a cold. Here are your drinks. The charges will be deducted from your StarCon account. If you feel the urge to hurl, please feel free to use the restrooms, humans. I mean, hopefully not after just one double bourbon. And then this guy, is he coming over to us? Looks like it. Hello there, sir. I mean, partner. May I have a moment? Well, actually, I'm kinda... Allow me to introduce myself. My name's Nella Jones, Merchant of Venus, dealer in fine collectibles, trafficker in rare artifacts. So what's your moniker, son? I'm Roger Wilco? Well, Wilco, this is your lucky day. I could tell the first minute I set eyes on you that you're a discerning individual with an IQ significantly higher than the chair he was sitting in. A man who knows the value of fine merchandise when he sees it. Well, never fear, Wilco. Nello can fix you right up. Need some Antarian firewater? A few gray market copies of the latest Things Quest game, or a Lucky Tribble's foot? How about some Chernobyl cufflinks? They're a collector's item, you know. Guaranteed to give you that warm glow like only hard radiation can. I don't think. It's like the ugly necktie, this chair. I can see you're looking for something special, Roger. Can I call you Roger? Well, I've got just the thing. Dehydrated space monkeys. They're all the rage in the colony worlds. You don't have to feed them. There's no mess for you. 15 buckazoids. I'm not sure. You drive a hard bargain, Raj. I'll tell you what. Take a free sample of space monkeys in my business card with my compliments. Then you buy something for your lady friend the next time you pass through here. Thanks. Realizing he's not going to make a big score here, the sales beast moves off to find another victim. But oh, hey, look. I know that reference. Oh, wait, never mind. It looked like Spock. Well, 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 look who it isn't. Buzz off, laser brain. Enjoying your new command, trash man? I recommended you for the job. That's sanitation engineer to you, crumb. Ooh, an aristocrat. I bet Ambassador Wankmeister would be really impressed. She and I are having a great time working together closely on the Goliath. Quirk, you have the looks of an Orat and the manners to match. Why, you little... I could have you brought up on charges for that. I demand satisfaction. I challenge you to a game of Battle Cruiser, wimp. Fine. I'm gonna kick your aft side into the next quadrant, Quirk. Nah, we'll see about that, broom jockey. So far, I mean, I assume now this is gonna be something. But this was a real extended cutscene for a while there. Okay. Battlecruiser objective. To seek out and destroy all 4 of your enemy's cloaked ships before yours are destroyed. Is this battleship? Each player will take turns firing either a proton torpedo or a probe. When a ship is hit, that section of the ship is destroyed and a red marker is placed on the sector map. If a shot misses, a green marker is placed on the sector map. Instead of firing a torpedo, you can also fire a probe. A probe will reveal ships in a 5x5 area around the spot you shoot at. If a ship is revealed, it will be marked with a magenta rectangle. Setup. You must first place your ships on the map, because it's a battleship, before you can start playing. There are 3 sectors to choose from. You can switch to any of them using the 3 sector buttons on the right side of the screen. Any of the 4 ships can be placed in any of the 3 sectors, just as long as they do not overlap another ship and they do not extend past the borders of the sector. To place a ship, press the next button. If the ship you want appears on the left side, move the cursor over the map, click the left mouse button, place a ship. If you wish to move a ship you just placed, just press next until the ship you want appears on the left. The sector the ship is in will automatically come up. Just take the cursor and click on the ship to pick it up. This feels like it's overcomplicating things. I feel like we could probably just trust the player by saying, this is Battleship. The clicking will be intuitive. The rotate button allows you to change the orientation of a ship to one of 4 possible directions. To rotate a ship, first pick it up off the map, use the rotate button. You then place it back. Playing. Using the cursor, select the spot and the sector to fire at, click the left mouse button. Depending on which weapon you've selected in the weapons panel, torpedo or probe, the spot you selected will be fired upon, or either hit or miss will be registered, or any ships within the range will be revealed in the case of a probe. After you fire, your opponent will return fire. At this point, the map will change, show you your sectors, your map, after your opponent fires, etc. Review 3 sectors, press done. Anytime, pressing quit will end the game with you surrendering to your opponent. When all 4 ships of yours or your opponent's are destroyed, the game will end. It's Battleship. Okay. So I can rotate this one. Yeah. Let's put this here. I could rotate that all day. What would it do for me? Place my submarine. I suppose you're right. What I want, among other things, is to try to avoid setting up an easy spot for a probe to find 2 ships at once with the ones I put in the same sector. Okay. That's it, right? Yep. Okay. Let's try. It's my shot. Oh, do I have a limited number of probes? Still, there's a strong case to be made for opening with a probe here, I think. Chuffawet, welcome. So I beat the Fem-Terminator. It turned out I had some of the pieces. It's just on a separate screen. I had to use the action button on a rock to get Roger to climb up to the rock, and then I could launch that rock with the branch. And in so doing, I could knock the Fem-Terminator down, and then once I'd done that, her cloaking device was gone. And then if I went back in the log, she would appear on top like I wanted her to when Roger's inside the log. And then I stuck the banana in her jetpack and it blew up. And now we're at the bar for R&R, but I have to play Battleship with this jerk. And that's where we're at. Well, put a probe close to the middle. Hey, that worked out pretty good. So far, I feel like I have a distinct advantage. Although I can tell that our ships are different shapes. Should try a probe, Quirk. It also kind of seems like his ships might have more spots than mine. But I'm not sure about that. If it's true, it seems unfair. However, all of my ships seem pretty symmetrical. So... No, never mind. I mean, maybe it's still symmetrical. Or maybe not. Oh, damn it. It's going to be frustrating if he sinks a ship before me. Good. Okay. He's at least... He's human guessing. Okay. Yeah, like... I'll look at all of my ships again, but none of my ships are like this. And there's a lot of pieces to this thing. Because I got the cross piece, 5 sections. I've got the, like, the submarine or the destroyer or whatever from regular Battleship 3. Is it this thing I'm shooting? Oh, okay. No, it's not. What's my other thing? No. Oh, he just hit... Okay. He has multiple ships together like a fool. Apparently nobody took... My starbase! Arg! He's almost got my starbase, but I almost have a second one of his ships, it seems. If we do have the same shape... Hold on. What is the other shape? You smashed my starbase! It probably is that one. Maybe. It actually makes sense as a character thing if Quirk is never going to use the probes. Because, you know, to him that seems like, you know, you should always be taking action, making an attack. Oh, keep exploring Sector 1, Quirk. I'm sure that'll work out for you anytime soon. Ding ding. Doo. Well, at least on the plus side, I feel like I am at a great advantage in terms of just not being a fool. Oh, it was that ship. Oh, I was not... Okay, doesn't matter. I'm winning. Blast you! You nailed my large battle cruiser, you weed! Oh, nice. Yeah. Well, let's assume he was wise enough to spread these out. And I picked up, I guess I'd pick up a probe. Haha. Pick up a probe for taking a shot at him. Feels like I might have found his little three-piecer. His destroyer. Or I guess it could be this one. Either way, the first step is the same. Ha! My scout ship! He's a fool. He doesn't know what he's doing. Let's go on the assumption that he's using all 3 areas. Nothing. Okay. That was good luck for me. I'm gonna be an optimist. Let's check. Nope. Well, I'll use up my last probe and then I'm just playing regular battleship. Oof. Well, it could be up in that top left corner. I'm gonna stick with the assumption he's got one hiding in Sector 3. We'll see. The one that he has left is this one. A T-shaped piece. The odds are heavily in my favor now. Especially if he keeps guessing like that. Okay. I did do one here. I guess I'll try a different sector. I found this one with a probe here. T-shaped piece could be up here. That's a good thought. I haven't played Battleship really since I was a kid. But it feels like a big part of success in Battleship is just knowing your friends. Being like, he's gonna try to put them all together in the hopes that I go in the completely wrong spot. Oh, it's all over but the crying. He's terrible at this, which I suppose is the character moment we're supposed to be getting here, but KABLOOEY. You destroyed my destroyer, punk. I won! I won! Victory. Why, you dirty no good. He punches a guy. They're trying to separate them, but it's not stopping Cliffy from landing a ton of hits. What's going on here, Cliffy? Captain, that slugbait crewman from the Goliath called our ship a garbage scow. I just couldn't sit there and let him get away with it. But that's what our ship is. Cliffy, the Eureka is a garbage scow. Oh yeah, I forgot. But you didn't have to go rubbing our noses in it. I've heard enough. Guards, place this man under arrest and toss him in the brig. Wait a minute, Quirk. You can't just... I can and did. Now, just stow it, Wilco, or you'll end up alongside him in a detention cell. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to my ship. I wouldn't want to keep the ambassador waiting. I'm sure you're not keeping her waiting. All right, they beam away. Scotty gets dragged off to the brig. We're going to have to deal with that in just a moment. Cliffy, sorry. But first, I'm just going to take a brief intermission because I can feel constant sniffing at hand. I'm going to go blow my nose. Hang tight, gang. I'll be right back with you. All right, and we're back in business. So, what am I to do here? What's going on? Cliffy is in the brig. So I bet next order of business is getting Cliffy out of the brig. Is the first step to confer with my crew? Did you notice the aliens sitting with Quirk in the upper booth when we came in, Captain? What about him? Well, I have an excellent memory for cranial configurations, and I'd swear it was the same creature we saw in that transmission we intercepted. What do you suppose it was doing with Quirk? There's a conspiracy afoot. I haven't any idea. What do you think, Drool? Beats me. I didn't even see the guy when we came in. Alright. Thoughts, Drool? Why did you say, uh-oh, here we go again, when we came into the bar? Cliffy had a slight misunderstanding with a crew member from the Intrepid the last time we came in here. What do you mean by a slight misunderstanding? Apparently, Cliffy made some colorful speculations about this crew member's parentage. Then, he proceeded to make some unflattering anatomical references. I get the idea. This time, it sounds like males. You can't live with them, sometimes you can't even house train them. Why, that reminds me of my 14th husband, Vlad. He was always brawling. The captain doesn't have time to listen to one of your fascinating personal narratives right now, Flo. He has to figure out how to get Cliffy out of the slammer. Right, sir? Yeah. See? I told you the captain wasn't a complete closet case, Flo. I'm with you, sir. Let's go blast him out. That's a fine idea, Drool, but it would draw too much attention. There's got to be a better way. What did Mark Crow think that closet case means? Is there more dialogue? I don't feel like talking much right now, sir. This whole incident has flown my biorhythms out of whack. I need to go back to the ship and meditate with my crystals. Totally losing the voice for this character. Why don't you get started on your project, sir? Yeah, there's no more dialogue options here. I get it. Like they put it in the special colored the font for closet case. It's supposed to hit somehow, but I don't know. Halt! Who goes there? It's I said take a hike. Drop dead, monkey boy. Excuse me. No, cannot take command of the situation. Okay, look around. This area of the space station houses Spacebar patrons, whose recreational activities go beyond accepted standards of polite society. The cell appears to be as empty as the orb atop your shoulders. Oh, I get it. Starcon security police are normally irritable, surly, and generally of poor disposition. Except on those rare occasions they feel something is important enough to really get angry about. Okay. Well, I suppose we might as well just try. If I walk in, do I just... No! Ha! Sorry about that jolt. I just now turned the force field off. Go on in. I bet he didn't. No! Nah! What a dweeb! I can't believe you fell for the old shut off the power trick. Haha! Oh, I didn't fall for it. I was just proving a point about your perfidy. Oh, it's still on. Come on now. Scram, Pee-wee. Buzz off, doink. Looking at you gives me a headache. Okay, what do we got here? Dehydrated space monkeys given to you by the sales beast at the Spacebar. Small label at the bottom reads, warning, do not allow contents of package to mix with alcohol. The Merchant of Venus's plastoid business chip. And the rest of my junk. Okay. Variety of controls, including those for the force field, are operated from this console. It surely can't be this simple. No. Okay. Well, for the moment, see if there's anywhere else I can go. Abra! You can hear Abra calling. Abra's having a good time. because we got her on medication for her blood pressure now, and we're giving the pills to her by putting them in pill pockets, which are these like soft treats that exist. You hide the pill inside them and squeeze them shut, and she loves the pill pockets, which means that like it's so easy, not only because she eagerly eats the pill, but I don't even have to remember to give it to her, because now at like 9 a.m. every morning, she's like, hey, it's time for my pill. It's time for my pill. It's time for my pill. Okay. This guy speak to me? Yeah, it is great. All right, this guy speaks some sort of Qbert-esque language. The only downside, of course, is that Achtung, verboten. Can I walk over to these guys? Yes. Can I mess with the bench behind them? Nope. Okay. Can I just bribe this guy? Nope. Hold on. Going back out for a second. Yeah, the only downside is, of course, that she like wants an extra, like she wants more when she's had one. You gotta be like, no. So before she was fully acclimated to it, and so we had a schedule that she would enforce for me, I tried giving her one at TREAT's time, and then like the other ones, she ran around to all her other treats that I scatter around and just checked them to see if they were soft and cool, and when they weren't. Can I go up to the bar? No. Okay. I guess I ought to just even check. Can I go back to my ship? Yes. No. Oh. I thought that was a death scene for a minute. Like, oops. You got the flied. Nope. Okay. Probably I can't bring my face grabber down with me, but what if I can? Because then, I mean, there's something. Come on, Spike. Okay. Usually this has just resulted in Roger putting Spike back, but this time he didn't. That certainly makes me feel like I'm on the right track. In a way, stop. Yeah, in a way this is extreme. Instead of like just paying his bail or like waiting a few hours until they're like, all right, he's cooled down, let him go. I am going to throw an alien at them. Let's see. No. No. Okay. Do they care? Can I punch some holes in this? Yes. I could. But why? I better not start punching holes in it until such time as I understand why I want to do so. But, good to know, there's an item interaction there. If I had a drink, I'd try mixing with these space monkeys. You know what? Having said that, am I sure that I don't have a way to get a drink? Can I sit back down with my friends? With my subordinates who have no choice but to let me sit with them? And like, can I take my drink? You can't bring yourself to sample your drink. It looks and smells like the bartender dumped a spittoon into your glass. Can I mix it with the space monkeys right here? Yes. What have you done, Roger? Have you created a distraction? Who's the moron who let all the dang space monkeys loose? Maybe it's someone who's not such a moron after all. Maybe it's someone very clever, well versed in creating distractions. So, I'm outside the airlock on an Ava and I hear the phone ring. I gotta climb in, cycle the airlock, decontaminate, climb out of the pressure suit, run to the phone. I hate that. Turns out, it's one of these new phone companies wanting me to switch galactic long-distance carriers. Oh no. I told them never. I'm dedicated to Sprint. He's talking about all these big savings I can get if I just switch from Sprint to TT and A's Friends and Aliens plan. Can you believe it? What'd you tell him? I said, no way. Just isn't worth it. This is brutal. Alert, alert, alert. Come on. Let's go see what it is. Maybe we'll get to beat somebody up. Yeah, those guys are prison guards. Force field down. Let's go find Cliffy. Oh, is he in one of these cells? Let's see. Oh, hey, sweet. On the first try. Boy, am I glad to see you, Captain. Really? You got yourself in a fine predicament this time, Cliffy. I'm sorry, Captain, but it wasn't my fault. You started punching the guy in the face for accurately describing our ship. I know, Cliffy, I know. You're not gonna just leave me here to rot in this tiny cell for the rest of my life, are you? That can't possibly be what they're planning to do. Of course not, Cliffy. The Eureka isn't going anywhere without her chief engineer. We're building morale. Heck, nobody can even figure out half the jury rig contraptions you've installed. It's nice to feel needed, sir. Now, all we have to do is get you out of here. Any ideas? Not a one, sir. Maybe you can find something that'll get through these bars. But be careful. It's mighty cramped quarters in here. I'd like to make it out in one piece. Well. Hopefully, this is a close quarters laser torch and not we're going to get a horrific scene of me cutting the bars and Cliffy and then his intestines spilling out. But it's Space Quest, so we might. You'll fry your chief engineer. Okay, fine. It's not good enough for you. I get it. You want this stick? Nope. Okay. Can we hole punch our way through? No. Okay, what if I look? The cell is constructed of titanium, plasteel, and ferroconcrete. The word impregnable springs to mind as you stare at it. Could it be so simple? Press a button? That will have absolutely no beneficial effect on the lock mechanism. Where's the lock exactly? Can I get words about the lock? No. Can I aim the laser torch better? No. Can I do something with this? Nope. Okay. Hang tight, Cliffy. I'm determined to save you somehow. Does Spike like to eat bars? Oh, of course. Spike pees acid when he's stressed. Hooray! This seems way riskier than just carefully using the laser torch, but okay. I guess later if I see the laser torch get used at some point. Ah, yeah. Guess that little beastie is good for something after all, sir. All right. Now Roger will jog. But only jog. Yeah, he was very careful that time, but that was not what he was doing before. I'm hurrying, I'm hurrying. Space monkeys are taking over the place like tribbles. Oh, geez. Well, farewell, Spike. I wasn't aware of a Tribbles card game, but it sounds, just conceptually, it sounds very funny. Maybe Spike gets back onto the ship somehow. I'm receiving a coded transmission from Starcon, sir. We're ordered to proceed to Klorox II for an auxiliary garbage retrieval mission, sir. Oh, it's the Control-Alt-Delete. Okay, back to the manual. Klorox II, 90210. I bet I'll remember that one without even needing to look back. Oh, hey, I did get Spike. Thank goodness. Laying a course, Drool. What coordinates, Captain? 90210. Coordinates locked in, sir. Ready to get underway. Yeah, that's right. Light speed, Drool. Aye, sir. And away we go. Will something happen on the way? Or are we just getting to Klorox II for our next mission? One thing I'll say about having a cold, and specifically about getting over a cold, is it's very satisfying when you cross that horizon where suddenly blowing your nose actually you're like, okay, I blew my nose a few minutes ago and so my nose is clear. We're approaching our destination, Captain. Regular speed, Mr. Drool. Aye, sir. There it is. That's strange. I'm not tracking a waste beacon. Maybe we should investigate. Yeah. I can put us into orbit to take a closer look, Captain. The whole conspiracy is just foreshadowing for Space Quest 6. And this game is just about Roger gradually getting promoted until he's the head of a garbage scow with a 6-person crew. Okay, so what do we have? Hail the planet. Hailing, sir. There are no planets in communication range, sir. We just went past a planet. Wait, do we have to go to standard orbit first? Standard orbit, Mr. Drool. Standard orbit, aye. There we go. I even got points for that. Now hail the planet, Miss... wait a minute. Cancel order while I try to remember your name. It's Flo, of course. Flo. Hail the planet, Flo. Hailing, sir. Strange. There's no response from the surface, Captain. Maybe we should call Starcon. Well, hail Starcon. Hailing, sir. You've reached Starcon Central Command. All our wavelengths are busy now, but if you stay on this frequency, an operator will answer your call in the order it was received. Currently, you are number 2,856,875,333. Well, do we have scanners? Nope. Unless, probably we need a science officer to have scanners. Oh, it's a button that I pressed to talk to Cliffy. You rang? Status report, Cliffy. Finished putting WD40 back together. Reprogrammed her to perform as our science officer. You can reach her. They're the science station on your comm panel. Anything else, Captain? Nah, forget it. Affirmative, Captain. What function may I assist you with, Captain? Scan the planet, please. Atmosphere, nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide. Gravity, 0.97, normal. Average temperature, 27 degrees Celsius. Life forms, indeterminate readings. The planet can support life or something. Do you require anything further, Captain Wilco? Any recommendations? I recommend we send down an away team to investigate the fate of the colonists, Captain. Do you require anything further, Captain Wilco? No, that is all. Yes, Captain Wilco. Well. This looks a little suspicious. I better go down with you. Meet you in the transporter room, Captain. Here we go. We're heading planet side. I guess Flo's not coming. We're not getting the proper next generation, or not next generation, original series. 3-member away team. I'd better put old Spiky back. We only bring him through the teleporter when we suspect he's a puzzle solution. Energize. This may be dangerous, Captain. Let's split up so we can cover more territory. I'm the captain here, Jewel. Don't you think we should stick together? Only if you make a quick wardrobe change, sir. Now isn't the time to play fashion critic, Drool. It's just, well, that your shirt is so, well, red, sir. It's bad luck. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Two terrestrial moons, named Larry and Moe by the colonists, are visible above the horizon of Klorox II. Abandoned mining tools and machinery are strewn carelessly about, as if their owners left in a hurry. The building has a large hole ripped in the side of it. Scorch marks attest to the recent use of the colony's shuttle pad. Okay. Probably that's just a graphic. Yeah. I don't think Drool should be giving the orders for us to split up and stuff. Yeah. With the weird meta-ness of Sierra's relationship in the Space Quest universe, that would be the method by which the Three Stooges are known. colony greenhouse is a shambles. Broken computers and twisted machinery have been strewn about everywhere. Seems quite possible there's a plant monster to kill me. These humidifiers once helped to maintain the delicate moisture balance in this greenhouse needed to grow the colony's foodstuffs. Uh-oh. Well, well, aren't you an ugly woman? I was once ugly like you, but look at me now. Perhaps I can make you pretty like me, hmm? Now try and dodge my death loogies, monkey boy. You know, a little hemorrhoidal ointment will clear that rash on your face right up. Now get off of me. Ah, dodged wrong. Nice reflexes. Try ducking next time. A quick time event. A little dragon's lair in our space quest. Actually, I suppose Space Ace might be the more obvious reference there. Your mom, welcome. How are you doing today? Hope you're well. Happy Saturday. Okay, so I do need to interact with something to cause this guy to tackle me. And then alright, probably I doomed myself by taking the time to save. Let's try once more. Maybe I just... Ah, it worked. Oh, it's just left, right. Ah! Okay, you did take pictures of the aforementioned Star of the Guardians cards, and have since acquired more, but you can't connect a cable between your phone and computer to upload them, because who does that? Yeah, that's fair. Don't have the Discord app on your phone. Okay, I see. Watch his face. Yeah. But it's not always the same sequence. And that's good enough for me. I think, fair. I certainly, I would be a grand hypocrite if I said it's not good enough to do something one day. You gotta set a time and achieve it. Boom. Nice shooting, Tex. I thought I was dog meat for sure. Hey, he's a real looker. I'd better scout around and see if there's any more of these creatures I can blow away. Meet you back on the ship. Okay. Is that really Starcon protocol? He's undergoing some kind of metamorphosis. Ugh. Thank you. At last, I'm free. What happened here? Entire colony mutated. Bad soup. Secret path. Over the ridge. Ugh, what a bunch of gibberish. Bad soup, secret path over the ridge. The late colonist is now part of the Corpse Corps. Can we steal his boots? No. Can I actually investigate this now? I could. Am I? One moment. Well, that might be on your end, my friend. At the very least, OBS is claiming that I have dropped 0 frames in this entire stream. Let's see, what does Twitch say? Twitch doesn't keep track of. Twitch says I've got excellent bitrate. So I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Interesting. Anybody else having trouble? Wait, did I save? I didn't, but I'll just save here. Mysterious. That's very, very strange. Well, hopefully... I mean, fortunately, I imagine that the Space Quest 5 graphics are not suffering greatly for being in 480p. Yeah. Great minds, my friends. Just another way for our corporate overlords to curry a little favor with the current administration. Well, there is more to explore. Soup. Something about soup. A suspicious looking object, which you can't quite discern from your present location, is wedged in the rocks above you. Can I climb to it? No. Okay. Well, bad soup. Hidden path over the ridge? I suspect the bad soup is the source of the mutations. This is Curly, the third moon, which orbits this dusty planet. Is there a fourth? Is there a Shemp? Oh, can I just click to the front? Or is Roger just going to walk forward and then be like, well, I've hit the invisible wall? Yeah. You know who we haven't heard from in a while? PJ. We might just get her back when I cycle in an adventure game that catches her eye. Or maybe I need to do a little superliminal marketing by sending her a message on Discord saying, hey, you gotta come hang out. Okay. It feels like there should be more to this place right now. Then again, maybe we go back to the ship, reconvene, come back down. But, okay. Go back in once more. There is a thing that was not there before. Note. The battered scrap of paper seems to have writing on it. 808-69. Nice. Nothing sounds quite like an 808. This puzzle seems a little simple. Personal log. Klorox II, Colony Administrator Harry Carey. Stardate 3012.68. Something very strange has been going on here in the colony since the Goliath's last visit. A small survey team is a week overdue, and there have been reports of strange creatures roaming the Badlands. No doubt it's just a bit of cabin fever by the more imaginative types, but I am worried by the disappearance of the survey team. Personal log. Stardate 305.68. 3015.68. I am becoming more and more alarmed. The search party dispatched to learn the fate of the survey team hasn't reported back for more than 50 hours. Fear spurred on by the more wild rumors about the creatures has the colony on the verge of panic. Personal log. Stardate 3016.68. God help us! A band of the hideous mutant creatures attacked the colony last night. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Okay, well, the actor Harry Carey was dead before Star Trek. But there's Harry Carey, the one I was actually trying to look up. The sports commentator. No. And then finally, the way Cedric spelled it, finds a lot about Harry Kim from Voyager. I don't know. But I see some references to a Lieutenant Carey, a Lieutenant Joe Carey, but that's also Voyager. I don't know. All right. Personal log. Started 3016.68. God help us! A band of hideous mutant creatures attacked the colony last night. Very few of us escaped the massacre, and I have been wounded slightly. There's no doubt that these creatures are intelligent, and even appear to have a rudimentary understanding of technology, because it's his crew, it's the missing people. They have escaped. They have captured the shuttle pad, cutting off our only means of escape. Using my personal passcodes, I've sealed the colony, so the creatures will no longer be able to get into any of the undamaged structures. Personal log. Started 3017.68. I'm in agony. The wound I received recently burns like fire. An hour ago, the mutant creatures blasted off in the colony shuttle. As they climbed the boarding ramp, I got my first good look at a creature in daylight. It was hideous. The tattered rags he wore were the remnants of a survey team's survival suit. I have a terrible suspicion about the fate of the colonists. I am now utterly alone on this planet. Dying. I hope. End. Is there one last one that just says itchy hungry? No. Okay. However, in addition to great flavor text, and another breadcrumb in the trail of the hideous schemes of Captain Quirk, I believe that was a clue for how I can continue the investigation. How we can get into an undamaged structure. But maybe I'm wrong. Because that reference to using his personal passcodes really seems like something meant to alert you that you can use that same 808.69 code to get into a different building. But maybe not. Weird. Wait. If I go back into the greenhouse and go out the back door, that's just the other door that we can see on that map, though, isn't it? Yes. Okay. What's this in the foreground? Is this anything? Abandoned mining tools and machinery are scattered carelessly about. Okay. It really feels like there's more to do. Maybe there's more to do by beaming back up, discussing it with the crew. I expected to say the word energize. Oh, wait. Probably supposed to use my communicator for that. Well, this is Eureka. Go ahead, Captain Wilco. One to beam up, Flo. Oh, great. That's just when I was finally starting to unwind up here. No! Roger's always getting transporter horrored. Cliffy is too engrossed in what he's doing. What do you make of this situation, WD40? There are two possibilities. Either the colonists cannot answer, or they will not answer our hails. In any case, it is our duty to investigate. Okay, that's not promising. Is Drool back? If he's not back, that's just 100% go back to the planet, figure it out. If Drool's back, maybe we talk about it. He is back. Can't talk to him without sitting in the chair. Okay. Well, let's try. Probably I'm still supposed to be figuring something out planet side. I'm picking up a weak signal on an emergency frequency, Captain. I'm putting it on screen. Mayday! Mayday! This is the SCS Goliath. Any Confederation ships in range, please respond. SCS Goliath, repeat. We're under attack. They came through Shuttle Bay. I'm sorry, sir. I've lost the transmission. Well, the message was too brief to pin down the exact source, but I've narrowed it down to the region of the Thrakus system. Meanwhile, on the SCS Goliath, are they not being attacked because they're laying a trap? No, they're being attacked. And, okay, so maybe they're not the ones who came and caused the problem. Maybe the fact that they were also there right before it happened was that foreshadowing. Okay, is this another code that's here for me? Waiting. Thrakus 53284. I do think it was more fun in Space Quest 4 to be finding the codes through gameplay than it is to be just looking at them in the manual. What am I doing? Ah, pressing play. I have not successfully retained the code. 1 sec. 53284. Land a course, Drool. 53284. Enter. Coordinates locked in, sir. Ready to get on our way. All right. Light speed, Mr. Drool. Aye, sir. We're approaching our destination, Captain. Exactly, Bag of Magic Food, and welcome. Happy Saturday. There's also the angle of people had dot matrix printers back then. By the time my family was getting computers, there were CD drives, and the copy protection is the CD in the drive. But certainly I remember being at my friends' houses and my friends having like binders just full of printed out copy protection stuff. Regular speed, Drool. Nice, sir. No readings for the Goliath, Captain. But I am picking up on an escape pod locator beacon on the planet's surface. Standard orbit, Mr. Drool. Standard orbit. Aye. Hooray! We found it. We found the planet. What function may I assist you with, Captain? Scan the planet, WD40. The atmosphere of the planet is highly toxic to humanoid life forms, Captain. Do you require anything further, Captain Wilco? Recommendation, WD40. The most logical course of action is to beam down to... Lost the voice completely. The most logical course... I recommend an expeditious survey, however. My calculations indicate a 67.5 probability... Completely gone. That another ship something. Due to the unusual nature of the circumstances we find ourselves currently in, it might be unwise to attract attention to our presence here. One more additional piece of data, sir. The atmosphere of this planetoid is highly toxic to humanoid life forms. You must utilize a breathing apparatus on the surface or perish. Do you require anything further, Captain Wilco? That is all. Affirmative. I am complying. What the hell? Roger, danger, Wilco. So where? Let's start from the assumption that I get a breathing apparatus in here somehow. Yes, Captain. How's it going? I'm fully operational, and all my circuits are functioning perfectly. Okay, I can't command. She'll only take commands over the air. Okay. I don't have a breathing apparatus yet. Is it here somewhere? Is there one in the toolbox that I just wouldn't take earlier? I don't know. Excuse me a moment. Oh, nothing important. Okay. Pizza wheel to cut to your pizza pie. Shrink wrap cutter. Turkey baster. Large drill. Hot glue gun. Pair of pliers. It would be weird if the breathing apparatus was in here. And yet, I might as well, now that I'm here, look as thoroughly as possible. It's a doohickey. A space gizmo. High-tech thingamabob. Screwdriver. Nope. Clean it up. Just for Cliffy's sake. Okay. Let me look around. It's not in there. The fuse area. One irksome possibility is that the answer is just literally to stand here and she'll give it to me. Doesn't seem like it though. Okay. Well, let's witness the funny death scene unless it is saying energize that gets her to give it to me. Energize! Well, that's not funny. That's kind of funny. 4 to 5 doctors agree that beaming into a toxic atmosphere without the proper equipment could be hazardous to your health. Okay. You rang? Status report, Cliffy. All systems operating. Establish parameters. Okay. What does pressing this button do? It opens the garbage chute. But that's nothing. Turning this thing on does what? Lets me go down to somewhere that I haven't been in the ship, which happens to be a place that clearly has atmospheric suits. Space suits, as they're sometimes called. What else is here? The Eureka is outfitted with a Star Roamer Avapod for emergency repairs and rescue missions. This was Cliffy's favorite pressure suit till the seat ripped out on his last tour of duty. This pressure suit is intended for the captain's use. Unfortunately, it's much too small to fit you. Maybe you should go on a diet. This game loves to fat shame Roger, who is depicted as like a fit dude with a square jaw. I don't think you should fat shame anybody. But, okay. Can I press a button to acquire just a breathing mask? Don't need an atmospheric suit. Just a rebreather mask. Great. Well, while I'm here, what else is down here? Get to know my ship a bit. Nope. Can I go over here? Nope. All right. Well, that really does seem like the kind of thing that could have, embarrassingly tripped me up for a long time. Okay. Elevator door. Cedric, you had alluded that you think once I've actually played both 5 and 6, that I'll start to get a sense like, these are the things that Mark Crow really like to bring. And obviously I will have to find out if 6 does. But right now, you do get the feeling that Mark Crow maybe was the one who liked to bring the, let's have a little bit of like formalized operating a spaceship in the game. Who knows? Get on the pad before you put it on. I don't know. If the capacity is so limited that like you can't waste those steps, I cannot imagine that this away mission is going to go well. But we'll see. I didn't say energize. What are you doing? Oh, nice. Aha. Okay. Yeah, that also. The specific mechanism of spaceship control in this is playing Star Trek. You know, pretending to be Captain Kirk. The interior of the craft is not... And then also there's a villainous character named Captain Quirk. The interior of the craft is not visible from the present location. You can tell from here it looks like an escape pod. Well, let's go over it. Assuming we can get there without this slug from the foreground jumping on Roger and dissolving him. You can make the mother of all beef stroganoffs with any one of the huge mushrooms growing here. And they're giving off some kind of horrible spore. Yeah. Or the more general, like, Sierra was working with a shared set of beloved cultural references. So you get the Three Stooges references. And... That hurt. It looked really painful. The interior of the craft is not visible from your present location. You must be a glutton for punishment. I guess sort of. I just don't understand what's happening. Is it like a security system? I'm not trying to even look at the interior, so why do you keep saying that? What if I click like right here? No? Can I get in by clicking right here? No? It's not a tricorder. What do you want, Captain? What do you want, Captain? I don't think I like it here, Flo. This place gives me the creeps. No, don't beam me up. Any messages for me, Flo? What am I, a secretary? I was just checking in, Flo. I haven't had a peep over the comm links, sir, and I've been up here watching the latest episode of The Bulbous and the Beautiful on SpaceNet the whole time you've been down there. Okay, Flo, thanks. Wilco out. Can I use the laser torch on this thing? Nope. Can I use this somehow? No. Can I poke it with a stick? Do I have to get below the thing to see it from my present location in the interior? That seems odd since there's clearly an opening right here, but... Shock yourself a third time, Roger. You're either a masochist or a moron. Well, this is a family stream, so... let's not get into that. Is there anywhere else I can go? I don't know. I'm not getting a great feeling about my current situation. I wish I was getting some feedback about what exactly is it about this thing that keeps shocking Roger. And also, is it a King's Quest III? You gotta look at it from the right spot to see into the interior? I don't know. Well, let's just try using items on it. I don't know. I wonder if Roger just eventually dies. Just the oxygen mask runs it. Nope. Okay, can I climb anything? No. Is there an over here? I thought maybe someone's inside, is what I thought. Maybe I just didn't take enough stuff from the ship before I came down. Maybe I'm missing something. Can I pry this thing loose for the stick? For a moment it seemed like I could because Roger started to turn around. I can't laser torch it. I don't see why this would do anything. Okay. A particularly large fungus stem winds its way through the foreground. Strangely, you half expect to see a large caterpillar smoking a pipe crawl out from behind it at any moment. Is this another bring spike? I don't know. Doesn't feel like I'm presently accomplishing anything. Not only doesn't feel, it is explicitly clear that I am not accomplishing anything. Narrow path across the chasm. Huge fungi resembling giant mushrooms proliferate in the warm, moist environment of the planet. Interior of the thing I can't see. Okay. Will Flo beam me back up? And if she will, then what? Anything new, Flo? A fungus on the big toenail on my left foot is spread to the other 8 toes. How about you, sir? I found Zipola down here, except for the escape pod, of course. Well, isn't that special? Call back when you have something useful to tell us, Captain. Eureka out. Okay, hold on. Beam me up? We can't do that for a while, sir. Cliffy says the transporter blew a fuse again. Great. What am I supposed to do in the meantime? I'm sure you'll think of something, sir. Eureka out. Are you sure, Flo? Are you certain? Oh. Roger is burning himself. That's why the escape pod hurts. I thought he was getting a shock, and I was like, well, why does the escape pod have this feature in the first place? And also, what am I supposed to do about it? So is this screen just here just to be like, you know, we like this green mushroom planet, so we wanted to draw at least 2 screens of it? The huge stem of the shroomide growths tower above you. Can I knock them down? Nope. Can I climb this thing? No. Where could a vantage point that lets me look into the escape pod be? Like, it seems like it should be over here because I can clearly see the thing open. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. We look in. This frock probably belonged to the recent occupant of the escape pod. Sure. Safety harness for the escape pod sways gently in a light breeze. Whoever used this pod can't be far away. Can I grab the frock? Yes, I can, and in so doing, a flashing red button catches your eye. You surmise it's somehow connected with the homing beacon. Sure. Let's take a look at the frock for a moment. Lovely little frock. Too bad it's not your color. Well, might as well press the button. This wouldn't be the first time that it worked out in my favor to have deactivated a homing beacon. All indications suggest that the occupant left in a hurry, not taking the time to shut down. Okay. Can I report to Flo? Anything new, Flo? Nothing. He still says he's found Zippola. Any new messages? Of course not. Okay. Can I put the frock on? No. Which simultaneously, I guess, means I can't search its pockets. Or can I? No. Goliath, welcome! We're proceeding apace. I'm up to 1,605 points. Maybe I just need to move a little bit now to cause the next thing to happen. So there's some sort of horrible mutation thing going on, which I guess makes sense. The game is called The Next Mutation. My rival, Captain Quirk, who I humiliated earlier in a round of battle cruiser, which is just like battleship, might be being horribly transformed, which might mean that I get to destroy him. Beam me up. Can't do it. Okay. Perhaps I just missed something inside the escape pod. Feeling really good about our second go at Depths of Delirium in Frosthaven. We're off to a strong start, and stronger still when you stop to consider that we already know the whole layout of the place now. Okay. Anything else that I'm missing? Can I get in? No. Yeah, there's really, I don't know. Can I use the laser torch to cut the seatbelt and use it for some reason? I just really want to torch something. Wait, can I report back while I'm looking at this thing? No. Okay. Right. What was the last thing to go through the space hero's mind as he hit the ground after falling from the 10,000-foot cliff? His boots. That's graphic. But it well in keeping with Space Quest tradition. Really pushing right to the edge of what counts as a funny death. Can I climb this thing? Would I want to? No. Let's see. With random clicking everywhere, can I do something? No, it doesn't seem like it. What's going on here? I wonder if not turning off the homing beacon will result in instant death when you exit the pod screen. I don't know. No obvious way to test that right now. Okay, is there anything I haven't seen? Narrow path. Huge fungi. Shroomoid growth. Huge stem. What is afoot here? Ah! Just wandering until an event occurs. Hee-ah! Another quick time event? Nope. So far, just a cutscene. Oh, look. Help me, Wilco. I'm slipping. If only you had something for me to grab onto. Hey, come on, lady. Oh, no. Oh, no. Those pucoid mutants found me. Do something, Wilco. I can't do anything. Ugh. Give me your hand or something. I'll climb up over you, pull you up after me. Here, take a hold of this cloak. Do you see how you are responsible for this lady? She better be pulling me up. Are you, gonna pull me up? Hey? No? Okay, there she goes. She was doing something. They could have given me some text narration if they weren't going to show. Oh, wait. Is this the ambassador? It's Ambassador Wankmeister. I didn't do the right voice. Some space hero you are. Sheesh. You couldn't adventure yourself out of a damp cellulose container without third-party intervention. I think that's supposed to be third party. Oops. Okay. Well. Obviously, I was supposed to take action there. I didn't turn the thing off. Confirmed. Theory confirmed. They homed right in on you. Better try that one again. Okay. Well, I think we're finally going to get to use the laser torch, but we'll see. It's one of those things where you have to go to this otherwise meaningless spot to initiate the cutscene. But if you've already tried going there before, you can easily not. Pardon me. Help me, Wilco. I'm slipping. If only you had something for me to grab onto. Oh, those pucoid mutants found me. Do something, Wilco. Well, take this first. Give me your hand or something. The force, or at least the torch. We hope. Time will tell. For now, we wait. Just gotta have faith in Ambassador Wankmeister. This part's obvious. Come up. Pull up my pants. These dudes all appear. No, they just get me immediately. There was no room for me to click, I don't think. So what could it mean? Was there a window and I just missed it? I'll save in the middle of the action sequence this time so we can get back to it quicker. But okay, let's look at my gear. I could try to hit all of them with a stick. It seems like I was just going to be blasting them with a laser torch. Well, okay. Let's stick with the laser torch theory for now. Sorry, Saminsky just said something. They do have the aim of Imperial troopers, but they have one thing the Imperial troopers don't have, which is the common sense to realize if they just come right up right in front of you, they're going to be able to get you at point blank range. She's got really, really confident shoulders. Notice that her whole body is only wiggling from the chest down. Give me your hand or something. I'll climb up and pull you up after. Okay, but first. Wait. Okay. Now what is going on here? Wait, is the answer do something while you wait? Probably not, but there's no harm in trying. Can I throw a fuse at them? Why would that be the answer? Okay. Is there even a moment where I can react here? No. Oh, third-party intervention. That's actually a hint, isn't it? The item I should use while I wait is my communications device. Oh, she's waiting. Flo, have Cliffy beam us out of here. It'll take a few moments to recalibrate the BMO coordinates, Captain. Please hang on for a minute. That's what I had in mind. Uh-oh. Cliffy says your present orientation won't fit within the containment field of the transporter beam. There's a clearing a few meters from your position. Can you make it there? Yep. Do I have any choice? Not really. Eureka out. And then we wait. I thought I was going to call Drool because he's trigger happy, right? But this will do too. There. That's a good puzzle. And like adventure game action puzzle sequence. So they still shoot us. That seems like a flawed animation. Ugh. Sorry. I tried to kick your butt back there on the planet, Captain Wilco. I thought you were one of those pucoid mutants. Call me Roger, and don't worry about it. Some great romance music. Love theme from Space Quest. Oh, this one I need to click for? I don't think I'm going to make it, Roger. One of those bastards nicked me with that awful primordial soup. Don't worry. We'll fix you up. There's got to be a cure. We're going to put her in cryogenesis. This is early 90s. But the early 90s are the hangover of the 80s. I'm afraid not. The only thing you can do is slow down the mutations by putting me into cryogenic suspension. Beatrice, you're asking me to freeze you. We were getting along so well. Yeah. Well, in Canada, it's probably like even more so. Lagging indicators and such. Back before, the monoculture was gone, but also everything just happened instantaneously. Got beamed around the world. Perhaps in the United States, but not in Canada. I don't know. What are the, big things of the 90s? I guess grunge, like 1992. Earlier than that. Gangster rap. Yeah. Doug and the Slugs. I must admit, I thought you were a real putz back at the academy, Roger. But you've turned out to be an okay guy. Maybe even more than okay. But we don't have any time for that now. I'm probably not going to make it, and the pucoids have to be stopped before they trash the entire Star Confederation. How? The Goliath could be parsecs away by now. We'd never catch them before they reach Starcon. You have to click only for Roger's dialogue. They aren't going to get far without this. It's the Goliath's Vorp distributor gap. B. You're a genius. Can I call you B? I know. Now, put me in the cryo chamber quickly. What the? Who's that, Captain? Ambassador Wankmeister. She escaped from the Goliath. Their entire crew has been infected by some strange substance and are turning into hideous pucoid mutants. We gotta get her stabilized before she turns into one herself. What should I do? She already told you, Roger, and I already figured it out before she even told you. I'm an engineer, not a doctor. You better do something, though, sir. She's starting to look a little green around the gills. That's just her collar, actually. Try opening the chamber without B in your hands. Yeah. Okay. Ta-da. You don't want to close the chamber yet. Trust us. Why? Well, just trust them. Like they said. He's too engrossed in what he's doing. Really, Cliffy? Any ideas what I should do with the ambassador, WD40? My analysis indicates she has been infected with the same mutagenic substances as the pucoids. She has an advancing case of PMS, pre-monster syndrome, and will totally succumb unless a rapid treatment is applied. Like what? Pretty juvenile PMS joke. I recommend placing the subject in cryogenic suspension. It will slow the onset of the disease until we can discover an effective treatment. Okay. But we don't want to close the chamber. Still a few details to take care of, like saving the ambassador. Okay. Any follow-up on that, WD40? Put her in the chamber, but I don't want to close it yet. Is it because I need to look in through the chamber and gaze upon her beautiful face? It actually literally is. The holographic image you saw so long ago didn't do the ambassador's beauty justice. This will rapidly become a moot point if you don't figure out a way to cure her. The monitoring equipment indicates Beatrice is in very poor health. Can I kiss her? That seems like a way to get infected. Is there something in her pocket? Check her pockets, Roger. Cryofreeze. Start. I need a code. Is that another... Okay, hold on. No. I mean, if it is, if cryofreeze is another... You know what? I had a page. Space Quest 5 copy protection. I don't need to search through the manual for it. Is there something? No. So I'm supposed to know this somehow. Did I just miss something that, Did WD40 say something here? Hold on. Boom. Okay. Can I give you an order to explain to me exactly how to do this? No. Sure, Captain. I'll get right on it. Right on what? What are you talking about? He doesn't know. He won't say. Centauri Products Mark II Warp Distributor Cap. Bunch of stuff. Okay. Well, what's the worst that could happen if we just try something? Oh, am I just putting in a length of time to freeze her for? You screwed up. She's now a solid block of ice. There's not much use for a bee-sicle. Bee's dead. In an alternative future, she would have borne your son. In the future past, of Space Quest 4, your son would have saved your life. But she didn't, so he couldn't. And therefore, you aren't. Well, that's a good death scene anyway. Okay. What are my options? Obviously, I don't want to cook her. Okay, don't press the P button. What if we just do it very lightly? It's still too much. But that does suggest to me I'm on the right track. Just don't freeze her for so long. A telephone call. Excuse me just a moment. I've got some students with references calling, so gotta check. Hang tight. Okay. Well, it was not related to any student. Just Canadian political parties trying to get ready for an election that hasn't even been called yet. Let's try 3 seconds. Even that's too much. Is anything too much and I need to be doing something different? But like, why would defrost or... I mean, smallest possible amount of time. No. Okay, wait. Yeah. Okay. A rapid treatment must be applied. Like what? Put her in suspension. But we can't. Even 1 second of cryogenic suspension seems to kill her. Well, I should have made some weird joke. Can we defrost her for a second? Will that get the... She's not frozen. Therefore, there's no reason to defrost her. And she dies. What am I missing? Can't imagine why I would want to cook her. And yet, just for a second. She's been roasted to... Okay, even 1 second. I guess this thing just goes right to max every time. Okay. What is the point of a human-shaped cryopod that, even on the mildest setting, freezes a human to death? I can't leave, can I? No. Save the ambassador. Bad soup. No additional information there. Is there anything around here? Highly complex virtual reality. A Pong demo. Better get her on ice. But if I do, she's just dead. Does the pee come in here at all somehow? Nope. Feels like I'm probably missing something obvious, but... Oh my goodness. Ambassador freeze 10 seconds. Any less than 10 seconds, and she becomes a solid block of ice. Kind of feels like there should have been 2 possible deaths, but okay, 10 seconds. Fine. I should have looked at this and been like, that's the microwave. This, you know. Well. Yeah, it just seems like you do it for too little. It should say like, uh-oh. You just made her cold and now she died or something. B, she's got hypothermia. B has been successfully placed in hibernation. She's not out of the woods yet. Something, something. Don't want to close the chamber yet. Why? Yes, Captain. How's it going? I'm fully operational and all my circuits are functioning perfectly. Can I leave? Yes. But for some reason, you just don't want to secure the pod. We found the Goliath, sir. Or rather, she found us. The Goliath's approaching at high speed. She's arming her torpedoes. Space battle time. Alright, well. Orders. Raise shields. Aye, aye, Captain. Let's go to regular speed. Oh, we're presently at regular speed. Okay, very good. Status report. Nav systems online. Weapon systems nominal. Okay, can we fire? No, wait. Hold on. Before we fire on our compatriots, they shot at us. A brilliant observation, Flo. Well, don't just sit there, Captain. Do something. She's coming around again. Take evasive action, Mr. Drool. But sir, that will take us directly into an asteroid field. It'd be suicide. What should we do, Captain? What should we do, Captain? Sorry. Okay, let's risk almost certain death in the asteroid field. We're being hailed by the Goliath, Captain. I'm putting it on screen. Hello again, Wilco. You insignificant little pimple on the behind of humanity. Speaking of pustules, Quirk, you've never looked better. Ah, you pathetic fool. You have no idea what you're up against. I'm going to puke out the entire galaxy, starting with Starcon. Not if I have anything to say about it. Ah, your puny ship is no match for the Goliath. Au revoir, broom jockey. The next time we meet, you won't be so lucky. Transmission terminated. Sprint. Captain, I'm gonna have to make an Ava to repair the damage from the Goliath's attack. You can monitor me on audio over the comm circuit in my pressure suit. Be careful, Cliffy. Toys with dudes and magnets in the feet. Yes, sir. Preparing to exit pod bay airlock. I will sign up for not remembering that. Heading towards the port stabilizer. Made it. Uh-oh. So only take a minute. I just need to make a few minor adjustments. Oops. Okay, Captain. That's got her. I'm coming back. Cliffy, no! Say, Captain, am I just seeing things, or is that gentleman floating out there in space with a surprised expression on his face our chief engineer? Activate the RRS. Drool. There's no waste of range of the refuse recovery system, Captain. Okay. Status report. We don't have any orders to cover this situation, Captain. I think we're on our own. Science officer. What function may I assist you with, Captain? Status report? That's not what I meant, but okay. Recommendation? It would be logical to utilize the Eureka's evil pod to recover our chief engineer, Captain Wilco. Be sure our pod systems are fully charged and operational, Captain. I have noticed Engineering Chief Crawford's maintenance standards are inconsistent in some areas of the ship. Do you require anything further? That is all. Can I get any kind of update from Flo that would be relevant? No. What about you? Status update. Can't do that now. Okay. All right. So we have to get into an Ava. Hopefully Roger has a messed up relationship with his father. The Eureka is outfitted with a Star Roamer Ava pod for emergency repairs and rescue missions. To the console, Roger. Pod rotation. Will it turn out that just getting in is the wrong idea? I was supposed to do something? Quite possibly. But we'll find that out very quickly. Oh wow. No, stop spinning. Okay. What on earth? Okay. Yes, it's heads up display. Little blip indicates the relative position of the Eureka. As the last wisp of oxygen filter through the pod's life support system, you try to yell for help. The only sound that escapes your throat is a loud burping sound. As the world fades to black, you know your doom is sealed. You know your doom is sealed. In space, no one can hear you belch. Ah, look, Crumbella, a shooting star. Make a wish. Okay, Slap. I wish we would discover someone else out there among the stars. Don't be silly, Crumpella. Everyone knows there's no intelligent life out there. Next time, listen to your science officer. Yes, the thing she told me about being careful. One sec, I gotta remind myself something. Skilo, I wish lyrics. Yeah. I always felt like he kind of gave up halfway. Like, I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl who looked good. I would call her. And then the line is, I wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a bat. At that point, it just kind of feels like he's just looking up words in a rhyming dictionary. And then a 6 for Impala. Okay, yeah, sure. But why do you want a rabbit in a hat with a bat? Actually, now that I'm looking at Genius, why don't I check? A rabbit in a hat is a trick. Trick is slang term for a prostitute or just an easy girl. Bat refers to the logo of Bacardi rum. Maybe. I feel like that might be one of those Genius real stretches, though. Okay. So I need to do something. Well, first I'll try just going down and doing something. Then I will listen to the dialogue with WD40 again, which I probably should have already done. But okay, maybe we can figure this out just by looking around. Eureka's pod bay is probably one of the least used areas of the ship. None of the crew like to come here, because this is where the previous captain had his accident. Okay. Are there buttons elsewhere that I haven't pushed? Yes. I haven't pushed the get an oxygen canister button. Tanks a lot. It's full of air. So do I just bring it along? Or can I install it after I've turned the thing around? You've also got just the airlock button, which I assume is just a death. Hopefully, I will find out soon enough. And then there's still the little matter of figuring it out. Okay, yes, full oxygen. Great stuff. If we proceed forwards. Our fuel is running out. I note with some dismay. Because I think we're just flying away. Okay, I needed to come off the throttle. Well, I'll say this. The controls here could be a little bit clearer. I've clearly doomed myself. Okay, let's go back. Let's get a save going as soon as this little sequence starts, since it seems very, very easy to screw it up. The reason I'm skeptical of the rabbit in a hat, because that's a magic trick, and that means prostitute, being the explanation of the Skilo lyric, is that the previous line is, I wish I had a girl who looked good, I would call her. So it's kind of redundant. I don't know. I feel like I got a good chance. I got to wrap up pretty soon just because I'm getting hungry. But I feel like I got a good chance of cresting 2,000 points before we wrap up here. What if I go to the right? Was there something that I just saw? Is that thing him? I don't know. Probably not. The red dot must be Cliffy. Maybe? Yes! And then... claw. There we go. Did it get him? Nope. But now, perchance? Ah, that helps. Cliffy has been successfully grappled. Now all that remains is to make it back to the Eureka if he can find it. Well, I think I can. Huh. If this pod ran on stupidity, you'd have nothing to worry about. As it is, you've exhausted your fuel supply and are caught in the gravity well of a nearby planet. The rest of your life should prove to be short, but exciting. Can we get to watch this little cutscene? We'll click through it faster. Fuelish human, you ran out of gas. Okay. What the hell? Damn it. Well, we're not going to get back to the Eureka this time. Jeez. And then we want it. What the fuck? Okay. Well, do I have enough fuel to go home? Good flying, Ace. You've returned to the safety of the Eureka. 1995. All right, sweet. One more happy jingle. Oh, hey, Cliffy does the annoyed grunt too. You okay, Cliffy?
Just give me a minute to rest and catch my breath, sir. Thanks for pulling my butt out of the sling again, Captain. That's two I owe you.
Impressive he hung onto his stogie, smoking inside his spacesuit. Think nothing of it, Chief. Oh, that was a bad one. Think nothing of it, Chief.
Okay, I won't. But you need to get us out of here, sir. I don't know how much longer the Eureka can stand the pounding she's taking.
No comments, Roger? Nope, because it's not Leisure Suit Larry. Haha! Hey, got it, my voices. Ah, the Games Cast. Always a pleasure getting to chat with those guys. Even if I would always be totally okay if we went 1 hour less long. Just, it's the curse of the Atlantic time zone. I'm always struggling to stay awake by the end when we're recording in the evening. Hope your Saturday's going well. I'm near to wrapping up, but I have 1,995 puzzle points, so we can't wrap up without crossing the horizon. Yeah. Okay. We gotta get out of here somehow. But hold on. How do we get out of here? I don't know. Will Cliffy come up?
Yang?
Status report?
All systems normal, sir. Anything else, Captain?
Forget it, Cliffy.
Yes, sir.
What function may I assist you with, Captain? What is your recommendation? Not enough data. Okay. That is all. We need to get out of here. Yeah. And like, it's an enjoyable time recording it, even if just it is also a long time recording. Status report, Flo. No orders to cover the situation. Status report. Ready to rock and roll, sir. All right. Regular speed. We're at regular speed. I'm guessing just going to light speed will destroy us. Can we take evasive action? Nothing to evade? Really? You don't worry about evading these... Okay. Go to light speed. Probably just die. Unable to comply, Captain. Can we return to standard orbit? No, we can't. So we got to lay in a course. But to where? What coordinates, Captain? I don't know. Let's take a look. Frustratingly, StarCon is one of the things that appears in the what have you, but it does not have actual coordinates. Yeah, I feel bad sometimes because like they get to me and I'm like, all right, so here's this 30-year-old, PC RPG that I've been playing. And then they want to talk about something that came out in the last 20 years and I'm not familiar with it because it's not by Nintendo. 6, 8, no 8. Clear. 6, 9, 8, 6, 9. That's Spacebar, which I guess we destroyed. Yeah, we can't go to Spacebar, Captain. You blew it up, or don't you remember? Yeah, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. Should we go back to where this started from? 90210, where the mutation started? Hi, sir. All right, we get away. No prize, so... So just having coordinates and getting out of the asteroid belt does not count as fixing anything. Oh, you know what? We should be hailing StarCon, shouldn't we? Hail StarCon, Flo. Hailing, sir. Unable to comply, Captain. All interplanetary communications are being jammed. Not great. Science officer, WD40. Scan for ships. No ships within range. Scan the planet. Aren't close enough. All right. That is all. Take us into standard orbit. Science officer. Scan the planet. Yeah, it's this place. What do you recommend? Proceed with caution, sir. Hail the planet. That's not going to do anything. No response from the planet. Did I miss something? Like, in the last dialogue with Captain Quirk, did he say where he was going besides Starcon? One sec. Yes. Yeah, she could really just... They should probably just put a post-it on his command console. No. Okay. Hold on. Is there a transcript? There is. Look up the word pustule. He's going to puke out the entire galaxy along with Starcon. Au revoir. Being hailed. Nope. Okay. I'm confused. It's not the first time. But I really want those last 5 points. I could go another up to 20 minutes. Hey, Cliffy, any thoughts? No, he's too engrossed. Damn it, Cliffy. What do you make of this situation, WD40? There are two possibilities. Either the colonists cannot answer, or they will not answer our hails. In any case, it is our duty to investigate. But this is... Okay. Probably this is nothing. But I'm going to go to the end of the planet, just in case. Because we've already been here. But, like, this is where it all started. Can we somehow, like... If I could get to the bad soup thing in the foreground. Which I can't. Oh, pleasure to have you here, Southwestern Succor. So that I can send you to the cornfield forever. Okay. Probably nothing. If only saving Cliffy had got us to 2,000 something. And I could have just said, all right, I'm satisfied. Good spot to stop. But then again, it's not like it's not a good spot to stop in the sense that I'm completely at sea, at space. Yeah, there's nothing going on here. Frustrating that there was that apparent clue about going to the other buildings. That is just nothing. How now, Cedric? Just take this guy's boots for 5 points, Roger. Ah. I was like, damn it. Maybe I just did something. No. Okay, let's get out of here. Nice variety of planets so far. I suppose that's actually, I mean, that's true of a lot of Space Quest games. Okay. In 18 minutes, can I figure out what the hell is going on at all? Beaming up. Let's take a minute to look at my future lady love, Ambassador Wankmeister. Whoa! B's looking a little ripe. Though slowed by the cryogenic freeze, the mutagenic substance continues its onslaught against the stricken ambassador. Her time is running out. Not if I have anything to say with it, which I may or may not. Okay. Am I holding something that I've not thought about properly? No? When am I going to need to punch holes in this and why? Curious. I've got their distributor cap. So they couldn't have left where we were. And the last place we were was... There's what... Okay. I think it's going to be like... Here is the... let me show you the item interaction I get if I use the hole punch on the card. Oh, this is not... Never mind. But it brings up the card, and I can actually move a little square around. I didn't start punching it because I was like, I don't know what to do yet. But it could very well be like tricking him later into giving me something free. Tricking the sales beast. What the hell was the last planet we were at? Was it Monostat 7? If anybody remembers the name of the planet I was at, I would not consider it a spoiler for you to remind me. Five, 4, 6, 7, 1. Whichever one we were actually at when we got attacked. Before we went into the asteroid belt. Because the whole gimmick was Quirk was like, all right, we'll get you yet. But then, and we were like, oh no, how are they're going to get back to Scarcon so quickly? Maybe it was this planet? I mean, I'll be able to tell. It's visually distinctive. Because there's an asteroid belt by it. Nope. Oh, it was a Klorox II, 90210. Or was that... Ah. Or am I just flying back and forth between the same two places? Or I might be just thinking... Might have nothing to do with going back to the place I was already at. There's a range of potential outcomes here. Most of which probably involve me going, oh, damn it. That should have been obvious. But it's okay. I scored over 1,000 points today. And an actual plot is picked up, and it's pretty good so far. Plus, like, the universe building and the character introductions and stuff before the plot really picked up speed were very effective. No, I'm just going back and forth between the same places, aren't I? Yeah. Okay, here is what I am going to do. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. Without spoiling myself on anything else. Thrakus is the name of the planet I was thinking. Let's try going back to Thrakus. If that doesn't work, maybe I just accept defeat for now. And wrap up with 1995. That was a good year. Year I turned 10. Holy smokes, and now I'm going to turn 40. I was young once. Had my whole life ahead of me once. I say that. I'm not all that stressed out about turning 40. Life begins at 40, I've heard it said. And although it's silly to have discovered, hey, I want to do drag performance when I'm 39. Okay, so it's a very brief window. Sorry about that, folks. Happy belated KABLOOEY voices. And happy early birthday. Because if it's been 6 months, we're equidistant. I'll recover. My voice will come back, don't worry. Did I do the thing? I think I did. Maybe my voice won't come back. Okay. No ships in calm range. Okay. I'm going to take a brief intermission here to hack and cough a little more. And I'll be right back, gang. Okay, we're back. I think I'm back. Okay. Let's see. If I can get anything to happen here, then I'll get my points. If I can't get anything to happen, I can accept defeat. Standard orbit. Mr. Drool. Hail the planet, Flo. No, comms are jammed. Can Cliffy give me some yang? Status report, all systems normal. Forget it, Cliffy. Scan the planet. Yeah, same old shit. Scan for ships. Yeah, there's someone around here. They're jamming us. What's your recommendation? Proceed with caution. Great. Well, I don't have a clue what I'm supposed to do. So perhaps that makes this a good spot to shut down and say, next time, maybe I'll have fresh eyes and I'll figure it out. Or, after not too long at the start next time, I will plead for assistance. One moment. Sweet. Okay. So, even if I'm winding up in a spot where I'm like, now what? This was a very productive day that really kind of brought us into Space Quest 5 officially. It was a cool introduction last time, but like now, I feel like we know what the game's about and it's cool. Good job, Mark Crow. You didn't need Scott Murphy after all. Me too. Glad to have you here. It's not next week. The week after next week is February break at my institution, or maybe the week after that. I can't remember, but at any rate, there's one of those times where I've got some days off, and I will take advantage of that, among other things, to catch some streams from other folks, including you, my friend. So, yeah, that wraps us up for today. This game is cool. I'm looking forward to getting back into it and starting to unravel what's going on here with the pucoid mutations. Cool. Where are we going from here? Well, tomorrow I'll be playing Disco Elysium. Our shambles of a detective. We're picking up some steam. I gotta go back and talk to our Claire. I finally realized, I was like, I've been walking around and I keep going to the menu, click on map, and it's like, well, you need a map to look at the map. And I just kept thinking like, well, maybe I'll find the map quest eventually. There's not going to be a map quest. I got to go to the bookstore or the drugstore and just buy a map, right? Probably. That's the first thing I'm going to try tomorrow. I'm going to talk to Everard Claire. I'm going to see if I can go down the canal. I mean, we've got a day with not a lot to do because Kim is taking the corpse in. We had some real breakthroughs. We've met some of the Union thugs, the guys who committed the murder. We figured out this guy was not hung to death. He was hung after being shot. But why? Why? I don't know yet. There's just a lot going on in this very cool game. And I look forward to more going on as my dude tries to, if not redeem himself fully, get himself on a path to redemption. And maybe he can and maybe he can't. I don't know. That's the excitement of the game. Oh, check that out, everybody. I can't recommend enough. Guided by Voices. I don't catch anybody's streams as often as I would like to. But whenever I catch Guided by Voices stream, real great vibes, chill, a lovely mellifluous Texas accent, Animal Crossing, usually the game, which is kind of the kind of thing that like, bounces off me, but I like to see it. So like, I'm glad other people play it so I can watch occasionally. And then for a good cause, the American Heart Association, come on, folks, you got to do something. People's hearts need help. Perhaps even more now than ever here in the year of our Lord 2025. Yeah, so Disco Elysium tomorrow. Eventually it'll be Wednesday, and I know I keep saying this and it's only happened once in 2025. Sweet. Happy to be your first. Yeah, I believe in my heart that Greg will be here. I had a cold and we must maintain a firewall between Greg's father with his double lung transplant and any respiratory illness. So just can't give Greg a cold during such times when he expects to possibly see his dad. So that was that. But I think we're going to get it in on Wednesday because this cold is going away. I'm getting better, which is great. Friday Night Frosthaven will be back at its usual Thursday time slot next week as we continue on with the Depths of Delirium scenario. Got to update the schedule to reflect that. And then before you know it, it'll be Saturday. And the gimmick with Saturdays right now is, if I have time to get into drag, Jamie Rose, my drag persona, will play Leisure Suit Larry. Haven't started that yet, but I'm really looking forward to starting it. And when I can't, it'll be me playing Space Quest. I think next week is still me playing Space Quest, but I feel pretty confident also saying 2 weeks from now, at the latest, we'll be starting Leisure Suit Larry with Jamie Rose. So look forward to all of that. And hey, that's it. That's all there is. So if you stuck around to the end, thanks for sticking around to the end. Oh, sorry. Gross sounds. If you came and you left, you can't hear my voice. I'm glad you stopped by anyway. So thanks for stopping by. Until the next time, Larry Quest. Why didn't they keep the naming going? But until the next time, when we're all at the same space coordinates together, take care of yourselves and be kind to everyone you meet.